So, welcome back, dear students. In today's session, let us start a new kind of explanation with respect to transition series. But the thing is, it is interconnected with the previous video. So, those who are not have seen the previous video, I suggest them to cover the previous videos and come for this one. Today's video we will start from the point of explanation with respect to scandium. We know scandium is 21. Just first read out this one. Now let us see this one, then I'll explain why does these things have been explained and what type of question can be asked here. So it doesn't show variable oxidation state. This is the question. Scandium doesn't show variable oxidation state. It shows only +2 oxidation state. I must have to give you that chart. What are the oxidation states exhibited by different elements? Then the things will become more clear you. I do that one in the next video itself. Scandium generally shows +2 oxidation state. Can you see here? Scandium is 21, atomic number is 21, and it is able to lose these two electrons as well as this electron also. But at the maximum, if it is losing this electron, it will become scandium +2. Okay, so generally loss of two electrons from the scandium will be considered as most stable state. Most stable oxidation state for this scandium, it is scandium +2 itself. It will not will to leave the other electron. It will not ready to lose this electron also. Generally, scandium loses only two electrons which are present in s orbitals or s shells. So generally it shows a scandium +2 oxidation state. It doesn't show variable oxidation state than +2 because in +2 it is most stable. That's it. That is the main reason. So now next we have why highest oxidation state is exhibited by metals in the oxides and fluorides. It is the one of the most important question. Generally on the basis of this one you can expect questions for your JEE and NEET examinations, competitive examinations. How do they ask you? They will be giving you certain oxides of transition metals, and they will ask you which one will show you more stability. This concept, that is this reason you must have to know, then you will be able to guess the options in that one. See what is that reason. Let us see here. We have oxides and fluorides. Oxides, fluorides mainly formed due to oxygen and fluorine. This we know because oxygen and fluorine get combines with the metals, transition metals, and respectively they are going to form the oxides and fluorides. When we start moving from left to right, we know that the size is going to be decreased. As well, one more important we have already learnt in p block elements, as well we have learnt in the periodic classification of elements in the class 11. In there what we have learnt, size is going to be decreased and most electronegative element is fluorine. As well, oxygen also shows higher extent of electronegativity. Do you remember that one? So due to small size of oxygen and fluorine, first reason, and high electronegativity value for these two, these are those elements, these are those things that they grab all the electrons from the transition metals. When they are taking the electrons from the transition metals so easily due to their small size and due to their high electronegativity. The reason becomes these will show that highest oxidation state is exhibited by metals in oxides and fluorides are said to be more stable. They are easily formed. That was the reason that oxygen and fluorine have small size as well as they shows highest electronegativity value. So dear students, here I have the examples for previous discussed point, that is oxides and fluorides. See here, I have written in the form of question itself. How do you account for increasing oxidizing power in the series? Here three oxides have given, oxides of transition metals have given. We need to check out the oxidizing power, which one will be showing the highest oxidizing power. We have to arrange them in the increasing order of oxidizing power. Okay, so this is most important question. 100% such questions can be asked for your board examination. Now see here, in order to account for the oxidizing power, we need to know first what is the oxidation state for that transition metal. transition metals oxidation state we have to find out. That is the first criteria we will be doing here. Fine. So VO2 plus they have given here, VO2 plus they have given. So VO2 plus, if you consider this one, we know how to find out the oxidation state. I explained this one in the coordination compounds chapter very well. As well, you have seen how to find out the oxidation state in chapter redox reactions in your first PUC. Likewise, so we will be finding out the oxidation state of this vanadium. It is going to be 1. So it is going to be here overall oxidation charge they have given, it is +1. We will be substituting the value. So X we consider, because we need to find out the oxidation state for vanadium. It will be taken as X minus, each oxygen carries -2 charge, and there are 2 oxygen atoms are present. 2 into 2 minus 4 equal to 1, because it is given +1 in the sense I have taken 1 here. So oxidation state of vanadium in VO2 plus, it is +5. Okay, so whatever it is given, first I have written, then I explain the things here. Likewise, just see here for Cr2O27. So Cr2O27 minus they have given. Fine. So in this case, what is the oxidation state of chromium we have to find out. There are 2 chromium, 2x plus. There are 2 oxygen, each oxygen -2. I have taken here -2. Okay. Total charge they have given, it is -7. Total charge they have given, it is -7. Can you see here 2x minus 4 I have taken equal to 7. When x equal to, if you substitute the value, definitely will get 3 will be coming here, because 7 minus 4 it is 3. 3 into 2 it will be coming this side, it will become +6. So in this case chromium is present in +6 oxidation state. Okay, so now see here for MnO4 minus 7 they have given. MnO4, I'm sorry, it is not 7, MnO4 minus they have given. I have substituted the value and I have got the answer +7. So when you consider the oxidation state of all these three, I explained it in detail because you need to remember in this fashion itself. So +5 oxidation state we have got, +6 we have got, and +7 we have got. Now, which will have highest oxidizing power, they are asking. Can you see here Mn is present in +7 oxidation state, means it is able to accept so many electrons and it itself get oxidized. So higher the value for oxidation state, higher will be the oxidizing power. So Mn is going to be considered as first, then comes 6 chromium. So I have taken chromium here, then lastly comes vanadium. So the notation goes like this: Mn will be considered as very most oxidizing agent than chromium, and chromium will be showing less than that of the vanadium. So first is Mn, last is vanadium in this question. I hope up to here very clear for you all. Let us move to the next one. So one more point regarding the same question, that is increasing oxidizing power is due to increasing stability in the lower oxidation state to which they are reduced. Initially Mn we have seen, isn't it? Mn has shown us +7 oxidation state. Mn in its +7 oxidation state is considered to be more stable. Likewise chromium we have. Chromium has got +6 oxidation state. +6 is the most stable configuration for chromium in Cr2O2 we can consider. Likewise VO2 plus we have got. In VO2 plus, vanadium is going to be +5 oxidation state, and in that +5 oxidation state of the vanadium is considered to be most stable. Here stability also accounts for their oxidizing power. Higher this oxidation state which transition metal is showing, higher will be the oxidizing power of that transition metal in oxides. We have taken 3 oxides. With respect to these oxides only we have to talk. So next here comes a point of reduction potential. So this reduction potential, oxidation potential, redox potential, all those things you will be learning in detail with the chapter electrochemistry. I'll tell you, or I explain you those things in very properly. Now just for a glance, I'll tell you one question here. Which of among these two has a stronger reducing power? So Cr+2 we have, Fe+3 we have. Why does Cr2 plus or Fe2 plus are considered to be stronger reducing agent? Out of these two, which one is considered as stronger one? See here, we have negative value for chromium. This is said to be reduction potential. So when we move from left side to right side, the tendency of converting to metal, from metal ion to metal conversion is very less. They don't want to become neutral, rather they want to be in a ionic form itself, because in the ionic form itself they are said to be more stable. You can consider here chromium, which has very negative value here. Negative value indicates that it doesn't want to convert into neutral. Cr2 plus is there, it doesn't want to take the electron, rather it is going to lose the electron here. Okay, so if it is losing here, while losing also it will show negative value. When negative value or less value is shown by this one, means it will be considered as most kind of reducing agent. It is acting as a good reducing agent here due to lower reduction potential. Cr plus 2 will be easily oxidized. It is going to be oxidized. It will be acting as a reducing agent. And in order to get all these things in detail, you need to understand regarding redox potential. Redox potential, that is reduction potential, oxidation potential, you will be in detail learning in the chapter electrochemistry. So this is the point you need to write for this question. Which is a stronger reducing agent out of Cr2 plus and Fe2 plus? Cr2 plus is considered to be strong reducing agent due to lower reduction potential value. It can be easily oxidized than that of the iron. So this is the important two values also you supposed to write in the examination if the question is being asked for you. So moving to the next one of the fantastic question, that is Fe plus 3 ion is said to be more stable than the Fe2 plus. Why? So when you consider like this, you have to remember the electronic configuration. You have to remember the atomic number. Once you need to remember, once you come to know regarding the atomic number, you will be able to write the configuration for this one. So when you consider configuration, Fe, iron. So iron has got configuration argon 3d6 4s2 with the atomic number 26. So atomic number 26, 18 plus 2, 20, and it is 6. So what they are asking here, Fe plus 3 ion is more stable than Fe2 plus. Why it is so? See here. In Fe plus 2, it has left with only 6 electrons, because 2 electrons are lost. 2 electrons lost we have shown in the form of Fe plus 2. So Fe plus 2, it is 3d6. It means we have, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 3d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is 6. Can you see here? We have 4 unpaired electrons here. Then if you want to remove one more electron which is present here, then you will be converting it into Fe plus 3. When you convert it into Fe plus 3, what will happen here? It will be coming to exactly half filled configuration. Whenever you consider half filled configuration elements as well as completely filled configuration elements are said to be more stable. Okay, in case of Fe plus 3, the stability of iron, that is ferric, is more than that of Fe plus 2 ferrous. So in this configuration, Fe plus 3 ion is showing a more stability than the Fe2 plus ion. Similar to iron, you can try this question also, that is copper. So copper ion, we came to know that there will be D10 configuration and it will be having one electron at the outer shell. So Cu plus ion is not stable at the aqueous solution. In the sense, you can see here, D10 4s1 we will be having. After removing one electron, it would have become stable due to completely filled configuration, but it isn't showing that much of stability what exactly expected. So although energy required is high to remove one of the electron from Cu plus 2 to Cu, one electron Cu plus 2 to Cu plus 3 it is. Okay, but high hydration energy of Cu plus 2 compensates the whole system. What I exactly mean to say here, Cu plus 1 ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Cu plus 2 ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, it is more stable. Cu plus 2 is more stable than Cu plus is mainly because the hydration, high hydration energy. ಸಿ ಯು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟು ಐತಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. It has got surrounded by so many water molecules. Cu plus 2 will become more stable than that of Cu plus. That is the reason I have written here. Due to high hydration energy of Cu plus 2, which compensates the stability. Stability actually ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಐತಿ ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ಗಿಂತಲೂ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಹೈ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕಾಂಪೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಪರ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಪರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಟ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಿ ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ copper sulfate only you have prepared, or any other solution you have prepared, it will be coming back to Cu plus state. ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತದ. ಸೊ Cu plus 2 ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ Cu. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಡೂ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. So next, this is also one of the best question here. Mn2 plus compounds are said to be more stable than Fe plus 2 towards the oxidation state of plus 3. Mn plus 2, Fe plus 3 are stable, but not Fe plus 2. The question meaning is Mn plus 2 compounds are more stable. As well, Fe plus 3 compounds are more stable, but Fe plus 2 is not stable. Why? Mn plus 2 compounds are more stable than Fe plus 2 towards the oxidation state of plus 3. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಆಗಾಕ ಒಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತೈತಿ, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಒಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತೈತಿ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, Mn if you consider manganese, atomic number 25, 3d5 4s2 is the configuration. Mn plus 2, if you just remove these 2 electrons, what is the configuration? Can you see here? 5 electrons are accommodated. 5 electrons are accommodated. They are half filled. Can you see here? These are half filled. Half filled are said to be more stable. Mn plus 2 ಒಳಗ half filled configuration retain ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ Mn plus 2 is most stable. It doesn't want to convert to Mn plus 3. ನಾ Mn plus 3 ಆಗಾಕವಲ್ಲೆ, ನಾನು Mn plus 2 ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅದೀನಿ, ನಾ Mn plus 2 ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೈತೆ ಅದು. ಬಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸೆಬಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಿ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ Mn plus 7 also. But most stable configuration is Mn plus 2. Understood? Like that, because that is mainly because of half filled configuration. See, the same reason we can quote for iron also. Iron is atomic number 26, 3d6 4s2 is the configuration. Once you remove 2 electrons here, it will be having 6 electrons in the d orbital. 6 electrons are arranged. See here, Fe plus 2 electrons are removed. Sorry, I must have to write this side because initially we have to fill. So 2 electron ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅದಾವೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್. ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್? 6, 3d6 4s2 ಇದ್ವು. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದರೊಳಗಿಂದ 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. 2 electrons are removed. It will become Fe plus 2. Fe plus 2 is going to lose one more electron. Fe plus 2 ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತದ? Fe plus 3. Fe plus 3 ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 1 2 3 4 5 electrons are only present because 2 electrons of this one electron from 6, that is d orbital, are going to be removed. If that is the case, it is considered to be exactly half filled. It is as same as that of Mn plus 2. Mn plus 2 ಥರನ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. So strong tendency to lose the electron to obtain the stable configuration. Fe plus 2 is not stable. It want to become Fe plus 3. But Mn plus 2, half filled olaga, it is more stable. Fe plus 2 is not so much stable than that of Fe plus 3. That is what this question is wanted to explain from you all. So do understand the things very thoroughly. If you do not understand anything, just pause it, read it very well, and you can have a choice of making the speed, that is ಪ್ಲೇಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರೋದು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 7 to 8 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಶ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಕೊಟ್ಟು, ಪೂರ್ತಿ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ, ಮೈಂಡ್ಲೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಓದಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.